So as Parsec is approaching, I figured it's only appropriate that I do make a couple videos, not only with Jiro, right? Jiro's not gone, but we need to bust out Poe, and we're going to need to bust out Val at some point as well. So today, I'm going to talk about Spear. And the one thing I think that really nobody is doing on Spear, but absolutely every Spear player needs to be doing. And of course, the map I get, I can't even practice the combo I was talking about, or the string I was talking about, the punish, one might call it. But what we are going to talk about, the main point of today's video that I kind of alluded to probably by the thumbnail and the title, is people not making use of triple D-Light Sair as a punish, or triple D-Light I should say in general, right? It's not just Sair, because now they buffed recovery in the last patch. So you could, if you wanted to, you technically could do a recovery to end it off. However, I personally think, ending the triple D-Light with Sair it might be better just because it can lead into more. Recovery's still that move I feel like you use only if you're trying to, like, kill off the top. That's really where I see recovery good for most of the time. There's probably some other uses you can find, but that's just my personal preference. But yeah, on Spear, I'm just blown away that this hasn't been done more, right? Spear players almost always, and I feel like it's not the case. I'm surprised not every Spear player is banning to, and I guess this isn't just the only thing, that triple D-Light punish I'm talking about, but it kind of goes into a bigger thing with people need to take advantage by selecting maps that actually benefit their weapon, not just maps they're like comfortable on. If you can get comfortable as a Spear player playing Small Enigma, Miami Dome, and Small Great Hall, I know, literally nightmare picks for most people, but that also works to your advantage because people aren't really playing those maps too much. Maybe one or two of them, right? They'll have at a time. Never will you see people doing, unless they are playing Spear as well, you're never going to see all three of those at the same time. So I think you ban to those three maps, and then, right, you have the easiest time hitting the extra D-Light. Like, ledge canceling already is a mechanic that I think is, it's kind of wonky. So getting the triple D-Light, it isn't the worst thing in the world, right? Like, doing D-Light Nair on gauntlets, I think, is a lot harder. But at the same time, if you don't know how to exactly get it, also, by the way, they ruined that with the new hitboxing. You can't, like, be moving forward now when you do the Sair, which I don't think is that big of a deal. You just got to make sure when you hit your D-Light, you're not, like, moving forward. Otherwise, your Sair won't hit. But like I was saying, yeah, the ledge canceling part, it's kind of weird because it almost feels like you have to delay after the first D-Light quite a bit. But even with that being said, once you get it, it's not anything that's too difficult. It's just that on certain maps like this, right? This map literally works against me as a Spear player. It doesn't benefit me really in any way. If anything, it makes it easier for the Gauntlet player and Scythe player, right? Like a Mordex player, I feel like Demon Island is amazing because hitting D-Light Nair on Gauntlets is super nice. You have a huge, right, the biggest stage, the biggest flat map in the game for ones. And then also Scythe, where else are you gonna land? There's no platforms to fall back on, and it's a tiny ledge as well. And then Shipwreck and Twos, right? Like those two maps for Spear, you could argue that it's easy to maybe control the stage. I understand that sentiment, but at the same time, I think I'd rather have the ability to do a maximum damage punish, and basically, one of those, one sidelight, triple D-Light Sair, your opponent is pretty much, you won that stock. It's like knowing how to hit D-Light Nair on gauntlets, I think. Oh, and of course, now I get the map that has, a platform. You can do this. You can do the triple D-Light Sair on this map. And now the question is, will I be able to do it? I never practice it on this map. On most maps, it's pretty easy to, like, work on. It's not anything in particular that's, it's not like once you know how to do it in general, it's going to be able to be done just all around. It's not one of those things that's like, oh, okay, you have to, like, know how it differentiates on every different map. Although I do think it does help a little bit. But for the most part, it is like the same flow. I mean, on Miami Dome, I think most of the time you're going to have to do, and I think Miami Dome might be the easiest to do it on because I think most of the time you're going to be doing, I think you have to do the gravity cancel D-Light first. So then it makes doing the ledge cancel really, really easy because you're already above the platform. I think what most people, including myself, struggle with is the fact that you have to do that ledge cancel like second, which if you don't know when exactly to like press down or input like a down, then it can be a little weird sometimes. Like, right, you'll end up like doing an awkward dare where it seems like you're above the platform, but you end up falling through it. I'll show at the end of the video, just to end it off on something, exactly how it's done. And I'll show probably like Enigma and then Miami Dome, because those are really like the two variations that you can do it with. All right, that was odd. This guy though, another thing I don't think a lot of other people think about as far as spear players goes, right? If for whatever reason you have a situation where you can hit a D-light, you can do it like right onto edge. This guy, I mean, luckily he's giving me time, but yeah, you can do that, which is pretty sick, I think. All right, I can't. The thing that's bad about this map, and thank goodness it's not tournament legal, is that it's so like it makes it's a really easy like way to, I feel like, escape a lot of things, right? Like especially for what I'm trying to do. Okay, awesome. Well, that takes Miami Dome off the list. Hopefully, you know, it is still a punish at the end of the day, and it still does require like a specific scenario. Even though that if you just have like a lot of platforms, it becomes just easier and easier. The biggest issue is just like, okay, is your opponent gonna use a dodge to where it's suitable? And this guy is opting to literally just jump away. I'm not gonna fiend for it. It's one of those things, once you get used to it, you're gonna like see when you can hit it. So that's the really nice part. Like right there, he was in an awkward spot, so I couldn't necessarily do it right there. I mean, you know, I seen him to do a GC. He seems to be willing to do some really wacky. Okay, I don't know why. I've never seen someone, at least in a bit. I mean, it has been a while since I've like messed around with spear. Since I've been doing all this Giro stuff, but this guy is like just straight up like opting to not dodge, which, yeah, good for him. You know what? Good for this guy. You like dare, all right? Okay. Well, now of course now he dodges as soon as I say that. Hold your horses, fella. What was this guy? Wait, I can't tell if this guy's gold or if he's like, this guy is the first member of the next rank. Is that? That GC that I went for on me was nightmarish. I actually think he's diamond when I was loading in. So this guy, I don't know why I thought this guy would be like really bad. Oh my gosh, dude, when people do D-Light Dare, that combo just gets like a visceral reaction out of me. I think it is so, it's just like, to me, I'm just like, come on. Like, it's a good setup, but it's like whenever I see someone do it, I'm like, oh, you are trying to make me angry. All right, classic spear. D-Light Stare weapon throw. All right, come on, fella. Don't force me into training room. I don't want to go back. Okay, one. He always does that up dodge. I don't know if I can catch it with it. I haven't even tried, to be fair. I got double here. Nope. Little tag. I just want, the way he's dodging isn't like the best setup for me. I will say that much. Oh, wait. No, I opted to land on the platform. And I couldn't do it there because I was too shifted over. Nice. Well, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's still worth talking about. It's still good to talk about. And more than anything, I get to play a little more Poe, which, you know, I still plan on playing this guy for Parsec more than likely, alongside Val, Stevani, whatever you want to, you know, whatever is your taste, and then Giro as well. Well, isn't this fantastic? Now we get another cross on a flat map. We've gotten both flat maps in the game. Dude, how many actual platform maps have we gotten? I mean, yeah, you can include Plains of Passage, but I feel like kind of got bad roll today, bad RNG. And it's crazy because like all this week when I've been playing twos especially, I've been getting small Enigma left and right. I think I've gotten maybe 60% of my games on small Enigma, which hurts, by the way. The fact that it's over 50%, more than likely, right? I'm not going to confirm or deny. but it definitely feels that way. And man, dude, playing on nothing but small Enigma when I'm not wanting it, you always get the stuff you don't want. Like when you're playing, yeah, you always get the stuff you don't want when you're like playing. When you're playing, like, for me, when I was playing like Jiro, like I do not necessarily want to play on small Enigma. That is dumbfounding that he did that. And then, you know, once I play Spear, a map that it's like, oh, okay, I really should be practicing. You know, triple D light, just utilizing the platforms. You know what I get? I get Shipwreck, not even in ones. I get Apocalypse, okay, whatever. I get Miami Dome, good. And then I also get Demon Island. Like, come on. Come on, man. Oh. What? Holy, I need to hit the lab with the gauntlets. Miss a little bit of time with him, and then all of a sudden I'm missing some basic combos. All good, though. All good. I can tell my D-Light Nair on gaunts has gotten, like, ever so slightly better. With that being said, is it up to par where I want it to be? No. Pretty much with how I'm practicing for Parsec, the way it goes, it's pretty much like, oh, okay. You know, focus on Spear stuff, Jiro stuff, and then Gauntlet stuff. Like, mainly Spear, like, look just at some, like, punishes, like, try and be mindful, you know, be open to different punishes, because I think that's something that I could really benefit from with Spear, right? I've been playing it so long, like, learning new things is really, really big. Gauntlets, just getting D-Light Nair down more than anything is, like, priority number one. I think I hit it true there. I couldn't necessarily tell. It looked close, but yeah, being very consistent on that is going to be huge, still a huge deal in Parsec. And then Jiro, if I'm actually having that guy as a legit pick, then I need to be ready as well. But let me hop in training room really quick, and I'll show you guys, you know, exactly how you do the punish. Okay, so I realized I can do all, like, the different variations on this map, which there are only 2 as far as I know. So the first one is, I'll just let it run through, you know, side light. Then you do the GC first, and then that's when you ledge cancel. All 2 frames in between, you can't jump it. If they have no dodge, you know, you're going to be able to hit this 10 out of 10 times. There's, like, there's no excuse. There's no way they're going to be able to escape this. This right here is 72 damage itself. And then let me set up the other one really quick. Okay, so there is the other version where you're going to be doing the ledge cancel first. The ledge cancel version is good on the side platforms of Small Great Hall. It's good on Enigma, and then it's good on Mammoth Fortress. If you're going to be doing the gravity cancel version first, then it's good on the top platform of this map, and then it's also good on Miami Dome and Apocalypse as well. Basically, what I'm getting at, I think this map is, like, the superior map for Spear. I think it's the best map for Spear in the game, just because it enables you to do the triple D-Light almost anywhere, right? And I think, you know, some people are like, oh my gosh, like, you're focusing on this one punish too much. But think of all the times that you, like, hit a side light, you catch someone again, and then, you know, you're doing double D-Light. All those times where you're able to hit the double D-Light, almost all the times. Now, if you hit, you know, you catch or dodge light, it might differ. But almost all of those times where people are doing double D-Light, if they have a platform right here, utilize it and make use of it. And a map like this just enables you to do so and get, you know, that extra 13 damage, which could be the difference maker, right? It could be an earlier kill. It could just be putting you in a much better state where you're on, you know, the front foot and your opponent is now having to backpedal and find a way to make up for the damage that they just took. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys can appreciate this punish as much as I do. And yeah, start getting your free triple D-Lights today.